tell you, have a seat.
You want me to sit?
Yeah, I want you to sit on this dick.
Okay? Buju is asking for crazy money, and since he went out of prison, he just wants to do big stadiums.
Tell him how it was for you. Sometimes he seemed like he was struggling to breathe. And he was dry.
Besides going to prison, what caused Vybz Kartel to value that much?
So Vybz Kartel performance in Atlanta, my people. One bag of things going. You don't know, sir, when it comes down to Vybz Kartel and him have a performance, there is always going to be a bag of things that talk. Whole heap of people are go, speak out positively. Some are go criticize and all of that. We have some whole heap of things to look into, my people. And based on how we are going to start out this, as a matter of fact, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. That is the first thing. And that is very important. You get to me, I say, big up to all our subscribers, them were there. But we are going to start it out with Masicka and Vybz Kartel again. As you know, that seen on my previous blog, we post some clips of Masicka and Vybz Kartel. But this time again, we have see where them link up at an after party, my people. You get to me, I say, yeah man, Masicka and Vybz Kartel link up at an after party, and Masicka would have rings out some of my favorite tracks them to the delight of Vybz Kartel. So we definitely are going to take a look into what is going on right there. So check it out. So yeah, my people, that is Vybz Kartel and Masicka, and clearly that would have sent another signal, say, there is no animosity between the two artists, I get to me, I say, as opposed to what would I see, the certain narratives that would I see fans out here a push, I get to me, I say, because all the fans, them a deal with it, I swear, say, them man are in a war, I get to me, I say, my people, but, and me don't know how them even come to that, because time and time again, would I see Vybz Kartel, publicly all over, say, our positivity, him a push, and him not push, none of that energy there. So I don't really understand. But as we say, we see it clear, say, well, there is no animosity. So if a man want to push that narrative, my people, that clearly they on him own. You get to me, I say him now represent where Masicka and Vybz Kartel are deal with. But outside of that as well, another key thing when I see where there has always been a conversation when Spice and Vybz Kartel are perform. You get to me, I say once I say it look too personal, it look too overly romantic, it look like a styling thing to see them, this, that, and all of that conversation there. You get to me, I say when I see where Vybz Kartel on stage took time out to establish that, when it comes down to him and Spice, there has been a work relationship for the longest while. I get to me, I say, and that is not going to change. He's saying that when them come out to perform, them have to entertain the people them. So once not supposed to even take it out of the way for make conversation to make it look like him a style. See them are a style, nobody else, my people. Take a listen at this.
Sidem!
What on?
Sidem, next time!
Let me explain. Spice, I have to tell you. Have a seat.
You want me to sit?
I want you to sing on this gig. Hold on. Who are the people that understand? See, we and Spice are come from far, from Port Bodies. When you see me and move my work, I think, please record entertainment. So, you know what I mean? So don't get it as a disrespectful thing, say, we all see them there now. Work we are work.
I'm not chicken we are sure.
I'm not chicken we are sure. And when we go home, next to them, work. You know, no, do it like Spice, baby, do it like Spice. Where we are the next McQueen?
Wonderful, hold on.
Hold on. Woo.
So that is what Vybz Kartel is establishing, my people. You get to me as I say, yeah man. You know, when it comes on to me and Spice, the work have to go on. There is no going around the thing. There is no styling of anyone. You know, when you don't know, when you see we out, so to speak, you know, say, our money we are make. You get to me as I say, and we have them songs that together, and them songs that need a type of energy around them when them are perform. So just understand that. And it's basically hinting that, you know, clearly Sidem not have a problem, and she would have understand that. So there should be no reason why a outside fan that is not in a relationship with Vybz Kartel, so to speak, should have no difficulty to comprehend that either, my people. You see it. So that is Vybz Kartel. And also, before we get back to some more highlights of Vybz Kartel show and all of that, we have some more heap of that coming up. We that's where Buju Banton came under fire by a European promoter, my people. He is of the view that when it comes on to Europe, he would have see where Buju Banton and Berry Salmon would have basically, he would have say, yo, them a charge more than where them work. You get to me, I say, yeah, man. And he would have basically, I say, when it comes on to these individuals, them a charge some overly excessive fees, and, you know, that would have contribute to the dying of reggae in Europe, my people. You get to me, I say, as we see, where a lot of the conversation they are circulate the internet. So, my people, I want to take a listen at what the general I say, and you can assess it and tell me if you get the same energy as me. I will tell you what energy me get after me play this. So check this out.
Buju Banton versus Hammond, you name it. Okay? Buju is asking for crazy money, and since he went out of prison, he just wants to do big stadiums or big arenas in the US. But he just came for one show. The first show was in Summer Jam in Germany, and he got paid 100,000 euros. 150,000 euros. It's crazy money. So the thing is that Buju Banton, he doesn't want to tour anymore in Europe. He doesn't want to tour because he pretends to get paid, you know, 20,000 per night, and it's impossible in Europe. And Burns Hammond, same. He wants to come to Europe. He wants to come with 19 people touring, and he's asking for crazy fees. Burns Hammond can put, let's say, 600, in between 600 to 1,000 people in a venue. So how much you have to charge per ticket to get what he wants to, what he expect to be paid?
So Barry's can 5,000 people?
Not more in Europe. Just in England, he has a huge fan base in England, but not in Europe. And they don't want to adapt at the Europe reality. So they prefer not to tour.
People, if you don't have the time with that implore, you know, if you go like watch the full podcast. I think the podcast name Yardman Podcast and so forth with this brother, the Virgin where would have established that, you know, when it comes on to reggae, the thing really set away over there. But me listening to his argument, the people, and me not lie, if all of the promoters them over there have a mentality like him, boy, I'm sorry for reggae, my people, because this man look like some Christopher Columbus thing in Japan. You get to me, I said, this is exploitation at its finest. You see, yeah, man, them man I believe so when it comes on to the music and making the money, probably all right or most right to go in a theme pocket. And him not take no consideration about the artists them and where them work and where them for earn. Look one big Buju Banton and Vybz and first thing first, the man have a problem with the man them, you know, I would have say, yo, as them want to work in a stadium. You know, them want to work in a stadium, them actually can pull out the people to full up the stadium. So there should be no issue. It's not like a man say, yo, he want to work in a stadium and then nobody not turn out. And in his view, he is saying that when it comes down to Europe, them can't pull out more than 1,000 people. So if you can't pull out more than 1,000 people and you go do like a hour set with bands and all of that. You hear to me? I say, what are gonna be the sense for you, buddy, if you not make no money? That just not make no sense to me, my people. You get to me? I say, so, and in my view, this is a modern time and we have technology we connect with to everywhere. And we can safely say his argument to me, based on my observation, is not accurate when it comes down to people like Buju Banton and Vybz, man, because these people would have a huge following in all of the reggae region. So in my view, we just feel like say them certain man just don't want to pay the artists them where them work. You get to me and say my people they want to stuff all of the money in them pocket. And we'll also see where the Gargamel Buju Banton, because this clip was posted over on over on TikTok, my people. That's where Buju Banton himself stepped to the comment section and also stated that Chum changed that. And also went below that post and stating that no more exploitation, boss. And would I agree? You get to me? I say, as I say, if I listen like the full podcast, that is exploitation at its finest. You see, this man directly don't play reggae. I don't know if the ones them where host it pick up where I say, or them just want to act professional. I think them ask like the right question for him basically expose how him feel and you know where I say my people. But what he's saying to me is like, you know, basically it's like the fox can't get the grapes. I say it's so type of thing. You get to me? I say me just sense probably the man them just don't want to work with him specifically because him believes say yo, you know, him forget all of the money and the man them not forget none of them for just come sing them heart out. You know, because he's of the view that none of them can go to Europe, come pull out more than 600 people and all of that. But would I hear the youth them say, yo, them forward I want to show with Queen Amiga and about, you know, 3,000 or 5,000 people there, and him stop them and I say, no, 300 people there, my people. So me just feel like say, you know, and me just see a bunch of people under the comments I agree with the man. I mean, I wonder if the people and all listen careful where the man I say are, you know, basically I sense the vibe where the man I push off. And I mean, my people are him over Europe, I him promote the shows them, you know. But at the end of the day, when people speak, you still can pick sense out of nonsense and know when a man actually bitter with what I say. And as I say, probably him just can't get the artist them to use. So him just you know, try to kill the whole thing. And as I say, if everybody fall into this thing, it look like it at the reggae business are gonna cook over there for true. You get to me and say, well, leave the thoughts and tell me on the thing. You know, we just still have to establish or, you know, speak a bit on this because I think it's very important. Me just feel like the man never don't play the thing on a stakes because probably the man them decide say, yo, this is what me worth and, you know, this is how we have to go pay me. There's no going around this thing. There's no taking with a fool again and, you know, all of that and stuff, all of the earnings in the pocket and so forth. You see? Yeah, man. And also when it comes on to Buju Banton, my people, we see where, you know, over in the LA, we see where, you know, BET, you know, basically them host a show with Buju Banton at the Hollywood Palladium, my people, and they would basically describe the show as a spiritual reset. You get to me and say, we have a couple clips site and we have to share it to them because you don't know a Buju Banton, the Gargamel that way. I do it on a magnificent level as well. I represent dancehall and reggae music, my people. Check this out. So yeah, my beautiful people, that is Buju Banton in concert, you know. I am not sure what are your thoughts and your views, but that is the Gargamel. I don't know how the thing go. And also, when it comes on to Vybz Kartel, you don't know, we have to show some highlights of what went on at the show as well, my people. We that's where the likes of, you know, we have some clips with Vybz Kartel, Masicka, Akon, Black Rhino, and all of them ones, them my people. I want to take a look at this.
But they can't get the money. But you see, Anna, it was you so feel a brain. She tell me, still get an ex you. He said, no matter what this is fighting. And I don't stop it. Let me know. When Santa Claus see you, we know if we don't see you, we know. Look at Oh, that's enough. No, you can't leave. Right now it's here. No, I feel good when I see positivity, unity, love. And all the above. That's it.
So yeah, my people, that is Vybz Kartel and, friends, so to speak, And in terms of which Vybz Kartel show is the best one, you can make the decision. You get to me, I say, yeah man, some may say this one, some may say New York, some may say Florida, some may say Jamaica, some may say the Caribbean. You get to me, I say, but at the end of the day, all of them work out well and these venues full up of people, my people. So that is the greatest thing. Promoter smile, Vybz Kartel smile, man describe himself as a stadium and arena sheller. And that is what we see happen. So I think him well deserving of the name of people. You get to me? I say, yeah man. However, with that see we're on the, you don't know, so when you come on to Vybz Kartel, everything is not going to be dandy and pretty. So with that see we're on the flip side, fans that say, yo, the performance was dry and it sounded as if he was off key and all of that, my people. I wanted to take a listen to what these young ladies is saying and tell me anything. Check it out.
But the show was amazing. We had a good time. I mean, I don't think it was his best show. New York seemed like he had an amazing... Who's this? New York looked like they had an amazing time. I think his performance was really good, but it could have been better. Sounds like he was... Tell him how it was for you.
Sometimes he seemed like he was struggling to breathe. And he was dry. And he was off key.
Yes.
The New York, I went to the Brooklyn show the first night, Friday night. Brooklyn show was amazing. I love the vibes. This one...
Yeah, basically. But we had a time. Because if you're a true Gaza fan, it don't matter what the vibe is. You're going to have a time,
That's true.
Oh my God. We had to sing the song then.
Nicole. So yeah, my people, that is what the young ladies that were in attendance are saying. I'm not sure if you think they are just purposely criticizing the show just for content or just for go viral or whatever, my people. Or you feel like, them genuinely feel like, it wasn't, the performance wasn't up as expected, my people. And what I think is always still have to take into consideration is the fact that Vybz Kartel, still is not at 100% at the best of his health. You get to me and say, but you don't know strength and resilience and so forth. It's a brother we always go try to do him best regardless. You get to me and say, my people. So I do not expect Vybz Kartel to go up on a stage, go deal with the place like pan energy like certain other artists. However, we know the type of performance Vybz Kartel offer, so may understand what to expect when it comes on to Vybz Kartel. But I am not sure what are your thoughts, and this would just lead into like a final part of the blog. But that's where a general calls himself Sutherland TV and TikTok. You can check him out. Him have a reason. He's an elder And you don't know, me like to hear the elder them perspective. When I really like would have more tune into like that side of music, yeah. But them would have observed just the same. He would have a question, you know, why Vybz Kartel would have heard 1.4 million US and all of that, my people. He have some interesting things to say. I want to take a listen at what he's saying, and then you can, you know, probably respond in the comment section. And I will give my thoughts as well. Check it out.
So don't be fooled by my colors, because it have no intent or any purpose. But I want to talk about Kartel a little bit. I'm not here to diss him or anything like that. So for the guys that fans them, no disrespect. Now, I have a concern. I see where Kartel had went to prison for 13 years. And he has some loyal people out here. People get into argument, people get into fight, people quarrel, people, you know, people have different reactions, you know, about Kartel. All right, thank you, sir. Thank you. Same to you. Bye-bye. So people have different, you know, emotional reaction about Kartel. But now Kartel come out and is free. And I must say thank you for what he had brought to reggae music and dancehall, of course. There is something that is happening in the space. It's like it is renewed. But on the back end now, we're having a serious problem where it has a potential of creating damage. And when I say this, I'm going to tell you specifically what I'm talking about. Those loyalists, those people that, you know, weep and create enemies during his absence and all of that, at a rate of $1.4 million, that's what he value now, or that's what he value himself to be. How much of those fans can afford to see Vybz Kartel, can pay to see Vybz Kartel? And if they do, it's gonna be the only money that they can ever find. They're not gonna stop at the soup man outside and buy no soup. They're not gonna get a hotel if they're coming from Kingston to Montego Bay. They can't afford it. They're gonna have to save real hard to see Vybz Kartel. That is one. There's not much of them will ever see Vybz Kartel because they can't afford to. The other thing is that at that price, there are many guys that gonna bump up their price as well. So dancehall artists and reggae artists price is gonna spiral out of control to the point where even though there is a momentum right now that we are saying capitalize on, we probably only can listen to the music and radio and our different social media platform or wherever you get your music from. But to go pay to see the artist, it's gonna be almost impossible. Because if Vybz Kartel charge $1.4 million to go to Sumfest, US dollar we're talking about, how much are we going to go? And I have another question before I end this thing here. No disrespect to the music that he sings. It's not the vast majority of us that listen to it, including myself. You know, it's not my type of music. But it's a genuine question I'm about to ask. Besides going to prison, what caused Vybz Kartel to value that much? I'm not saying he doesn't. I'm asking the question. Besides going to prison, what caused Vybz Kartel to value that much? If you can answer that in the comment section, I would really appreciate it. And of course, you can like and share my thing for more content. Alright. Other part I want to talk about which I'm not gonna get deep into right now, is that there's a competitive thingy in this space. Who buy this and who buy that. I realize that we're so caught up in these artists' personal life than even the quality music that they're putting in, a lot of us. But that's a whole different segment. We'll talk again. Bless.
So yeah, my people, that is where the man are saying. The man asks what outside are going to prison make Vybz Kartel worth so much money. My question would be to him say, well, if you put Vybz Kartel on a posters and put him in a venue with well 20,000 people and have the tickets them at some higher range prices, then you know, but I want to understand like how much you pay him then. You get to me, I say, because I don't think the promoter can bag all of the money and then the artist go home a dead for hungry after him pull out so much people and then make so much money. I think a good cut of the money have to go in a fee pocket. So my view is that you know you charge and you worth how much you can pull. Yes, get to me and say my people. So if Vybz Kartel can pull out that amount of people, then I think him worth when can pull my people, and I think people supposed to pay. And when it comes on to Vybz Kartel, outside of the prison thing and so forth, you know, a conversation, a buzz, a whole heap of excitement always around film thing. And one of the artists them that is the most talked about in a dancehall and so forth. So there is always conversation, excitement, positivity, negativity, all sort of thing always surround Vybz Kartel. So and that put a feedback into him shows them, because you know people are going there for criticize, people are going there for real film. You know, there is just excitement around film things. So fans are going to always turn out. So when it comes on to Vybz Kartel, my people, overall is just one of them artists that where just bring forth the whole vibe, my people, where just carry excitement around him thing where just I go pack up the place, my people. So once him can pack up the place, I think him can charge the money where him a charge. And me think say when it come, me think say common sense have to come at play in this, because I don't think every event him a go charge $1 million, my people. And think say some events are go the people them where I deal with him think personally would have more inside information, my people. But he must know the type of events them and what it worth and what to charge, my people. You get me? I say so. That is that still. And as me say, my final thing as it relates to that whole thing is if a man can pull out a venue of the size of them arenas and so forth, then him within the range to charge that amount where I charge my people. You get what me I say? And I don't think you're supposed to underpay a man for him hard work. You get what me I say? Like when we hear the reggae bridging they talk about Buju Banton them and buries them, my people. But big up on yourself and bless up on yourself still. We're catching another one. I'm out.